And I'm very happy to call on stage someone who's the beacon of spirituality and hope. Our next guest believes that spirituality enhances human values of love and compassion. He founded the renowned Sudarshan Kriya method, honored with the highest civilian awards by governments including Peru, Colombia, and Paraguay. He works with fractured ecosystems to bring the world closer together, the need of the hour. It is in his simplicity, it is in his lightness of being and the gift of culling the most complex and esoteric wisdom into practical life solutions that his true greatness lies. Gurudev, I was speaking to my sisters in America who are ardent followers of yours, Nalini and Shalini Mehta, and I told them that I will be meeting you today, and I asked them, how would you describe Gurudev in one word? And I was told that he is the Guru of joy. Please join me in welcoming the founder of Art of Living, the Guru of Joy, Shri Ravi Shankar.
Let me first congratulate Rishabh for having this vision of bringing young people together and creating the sense of belongingness with the whole world. You're all school and college students, right? Do you know why your class periods are only 40 minutes? 40 minutes, right? Or 50 minutes? 40 minutes. You know why? 3 decades ago, the psychologists around the world concluded the attention span of individual is only 40 minutes. But do you know how much is the attention span today? 40 seconds. So if you're listening to a talk, are you all here? In the back there? If you're listening to a talk, for 10 minutes, you take a cappuccino break 3 times in that. So you are physically present, but you are mentally gone. Isn't this happening? No, you tell me honestly. When you're talking to somebody, have you experienced that they are not there? Raise your hand. How many of you experienced this? You are having a conversation with somebody and they're only listening half of what you're saying and they're gone. The biggest challenge today, world over, is attention deficiency syndrome. We are unable to keep our mind and be attentive. You know, one of the reasons for this? This one. We keep watching our phone, the screen, either from the cell phone or from the computer. The longer you watching a screen, you know, you don't blink. Have you noticed? We don't blink our eyes. But when you are in personal conversation with somebody, you don't stare at somebody and talk. You naturally blink your eyes. This is related to our brain function. You know, when we don't blink our eyes for a longer period of time, that part of our brain which is responsible for creativity starts shrinking. And it has got a lot of neurological issues, problems connected with this. So I would like you to blink your eyes as often as you can. Not that only when you don't know the answer you blink, but even when you know the answer for a question, good to blink. Are you blinking? Don't blink at someone else, they'll mistake you. Okay? We need to take care of our mind. Mental health is the biggest issue. As students, you all know you see a drooping face here and there, now and then, more often than it used to be. As a student, when you first joined the school, you know how many times you used to smile? 400 times. Now, as an adolescent, your smile has reduced to 17 times. Don't lose the rest of it when you get out of the school or college. Are you getting what I'm saying? Are you still there? This is the time for you to preserve your personality, build your personality, that of which is vibrant, which is friendly, which is compassionate, and which is creative and intuitive. We have all these abilities within us, intuitive ability, creative ability. But somehow we get embroiled in things and we swing between anxiety and depression. The biggest challenge post-COVID the world is facing is, on one side we are depressed, on the other we are aggressive. The aggression and depression has taken over our youth population to a great extent. And we need to combat. And India has the answer. We saw such beautiful dance, music, and such wisdom that has come to you now here. Tripathi ji has just said, smile, keep your smile. And I'm starting from there, keep your smile more. Now, the other day, someone who lost in the competition came to me with a drooping face. I said, who won the competition? He said, my friend. Oh, so you are depressed because your friend won the game? I said, no. I said, put yourself in the shoe of your friend. Suppose you win the game and your friends are depressed or they have a long face. Would you like it? I said, no. I would like my friends to enjoy my victory and my winning the, competition. See, you expect your friends to be happy when you win. Shouldn't you be happy when your friends win? There in the back. In sports and in any competition, either you win or you make someone else win. In either case, make life a celebration. Got it? Got it. I know you will do it. I know you can do it. There are 7 things that India can be very proud of. I would say first and foremost is India's spirituality, yoga. 43 years back, when we would talk about yoga around the world, people would think this is not for us. It's for someone who puts a lot of bhasma on their ashes on their body and stand on one leg in Allahabad somewhere. And this is for someone who is a little cuckoo out there. But today, almost 1/4 or 1/3 of the world's population are practicing yoga and meditation. Because it is beneficial. It keeps us sane, it keeps us energized, it pumps enthusiasm and happiness in our lives. So, not only our physical body, but our mental health is very important. Your presence of mind, are you all still there? There in the back? I think Amish has put some volunteers here to clap their hand. No one here, and then he knows the psychology. Rishabh has put some volunteers there to clap their hands time and again so that you keep awake. Otherwise, when you listen to some talks, you usually fall asleep or just disappear. So bringing the presence of mind time and again is what spirituality is all. To be compassionate and to have a context to life. Today, every 40 seconds, one young boy or girl is committing suicide. We can't afford this anymore. Don't you think so? So as students from schools and college, when you walk around, if you see any drooping face, don't just walk by them. Stop and talk to them. Hey, what's the matter? How I can help you? Hey, come, let's play. Let's have some fun. Let's have music. Let's have dance. It's not worth putting our life into risk or petty things. So first C, I would say, is giving a big context to life. How many of you seen someone whom you know, because they didn't get good marks, they jumped out of the 7th floor and killed themselves? Can you raise your hand? Can you raise your hand in the back? Oh, so look, so many of you right here. Life is not just winning or losing an event or an incident. You have to see beyond. So have a bigger context to life. That will give us so much energy and power. What do you say? Good idea? Yeah? That's the number one. Second is commitment in life. Commitment to something, to ourselves. You be committed to be happy, to make others happy around you. You have the ability. As a child, when you are laughing, everybody else around you used to laugh. You have forgotten that. You have come into this planet as a bubbling ball as a bubbling, joyful young baby, which only spread happiness and love. We have that ability. Let us maintain that. Are you all here still? What's happening now? Do you notice as I'm speaking, you're also talking with me? Your mind says, yes, what Gurudev is saying is sensible. Oh, no, I don't agree. Do you notice this dialogue happening? Why don't you get a big yes from everybody? Yes. That is important for us to know what we are saying, what our mind is going through. Right? We have 7 layers to our existence. The body, and then the breath. The first act of life, you took a deep breath in. Right? Then you started crying. The last act of your life is when we breathe out and make others cry. If we don't do that, we have not lived a good life. So in between our whole life, we have been breathing and we never pay attention to our breath. Our breath is linked to our emotions, our feeling. How many of you here say, oh, I don't feel good, I don't have good mood today, I don't want to study, I don't want to do this, my mood is off? How many of you say that? We feel, oh, look at, so many hands are up. So we feel desperate, we feel helpless when our moods are in low. But there is a secret. Your breath can help you to get out of the low moods. Especially if you are in a theatrical school or college, they teach you. When you are angry, you have to breathe differently. When you are having a romantic mood, you have to breathe differently. Your breath is linked to every emotion that we experience in our life. So, attending to the rhythms of the breath, we can change our moods. It's a common thing, you get into a tiff with your mother or father, or brother or sister at home, and then your mood is off, right? Or even with your friend. We need to see how we can get back to be a more enthusiastic, happy personality. That is what spirituality is all. You know, spirituality is all about ananda. That's why all the people who are in the spiritual field, they add the name, the word ananda, bliss, in the end of their name. They're supposed to be very happy. I don't know whether everybody is like that, but I would tell you, you can all be a fountain of joy, bubbling enthusiasm and happiness for you and people around you. For that, you need to take deeper rest, good sleep, So, as I said, we have 7 layers: body, breath, then mind. Are you all still here? That faculty of your mind through which you perceive, the ability to perceive, through eyes, through ears, through nose, through touch, through all the 5 senses we perceive, that is mind. And then intellect. Intellect is, you say this is right, this is wrong, I agree, I don't agree. That's the second function of our consciousness, intellect. That's the 4th layer of our existence. Then memory. If you look at your memory, if you're given 10 positive things and 1 negative, what would you hold on to? That 1 negative sticks into you, right? Very strongly. 10 years of friendship just disappears in 2 months of arguments or misunderstanding, right? So mind revolves around that which is negative, clings on to the negative. But as a child, you never did that. If you look at a baby when it is crying, it doesn't take more time for the baby to smile back again. The tears are still in its cheek. But as we becoming adolescent, you lose your mood. It takes you maybe several days to get back. Make sure you maintain that innocence. The innocence combined with sharpness of intellect and intelligence is the best thing to have as a best personality, good personality. The innocence of stupid has no value, and the crookedness of the intelligence has no value. But what is really valuable is the innocence of the intelligent. And you have both of them. Preserve the value of heart and the mind. You see, our mind always wants something new, right? How many of you are for fashion here? Raise your hands. How many of you like new fashion? How many of you like new gadgets? Now more hands are coming up. Latest iPhone? Latest cell phone, right? You want latest computer, latest car. Our mind goes for something new. Always we want something new. That's why we get bored very soon. If we live only in our mind, we tend to get bored. Because we always want something new. You know, reels have come because you don't have time, even patience to watch even a little longer videos, right? That's a tendency of mine. But your heart always longs for old. You take pride in an old friend, not a new friend, right? So, your heart longs for old, your mind goes for new. Keep a balance between these two in your life. As I said, India has the 7 things to offer. Number 1, spirituality, which is the most ancient, which is all inclusive. Yoga, meditation, knowledge, The Nobel Prize in Physics came to 3 scientists in 2022 for saying the world doesn't exist. Have you heard about it? This is what Lord Bhagwan Adi Shankaracharya said long time ago. Brahma Satya Jagan Mithya. A same thing has been said by the science today. The physics and spirituality are coming together. They are on the same page. So, spirituality, number one. Number two, the food varieties in India. Do you know how many different varieties we have? As far as I know, it is 5,600 vegetarian dishes you find in India alone. In Tripura, you saw, in Manipur, you saw, there's 108 varieties of dishes they make. When I went there, they came with 3 big thalis with 35 cups in each. And said, it's all different dishes, Gurudev. You know, I was so surprised to see that variety of food that we have. We are not aware of many of the food varieties that one province is making to the other province. How many of you have heard about Putareklu? Here, only Hyderabadis know. This is a special dish. If you have not tried, try it. Mundapita, Odisha. And similarly, so many different type of dishes are there. Achappam. P.T. Ushaji will know that. Is Achappam very favorite of yours? P.T. Ushaji? See. How many of you have not heard about Achappam? Oh. See. Look, nobody knows about Achappam here. Young people, it's a dish. You know, like jalebi, but even nicer. Lot of design in it. Shashi Tharoorji knows Achappam. You know, when I first went to Kerala, I discovered Achappam there. Of course, they eat boiled rice there in Kerala. This was when I was 17. I went on a college trip then. I discovered Achappam and I brought one of those stick. It's a long stick with a dye in it. And you dip it in the dough, in a batter, and you fry it in the oil. So I brought it to Bangalore and I told my mother, Amma, you have to make this. And my mother tried to make it, didn't come out because the batter was different. So only Kerala, people from Kerala, they know how to make achappam. So achappam is like we have many dishes in this country, we are not familiar with it. Number two. Third one is the jewels and costumes and garments. So many colors, so many types. This is something that the world can rejoice. Both our food and our cuisine and our dresses. And then, of course, IT, you know, knowledge-based industry here. Somehow, very sharp, we can get into it. Wherever we see in the world, there are a lot of people from the East. Of course, Korea is also for South Korea, India, Vietnam. We're all knowledge-based industry. Like this, we can go on seeing many things. Tourism is one thing. We have snow mountains, we have beaches, everything. Small country like Greece has 10 million people go there for tourism. In this country, we are not even half of that. So, but tourism also need to come up. In short, I would say, though you are Indian, you must know that you are connected to the whole world. You are a global citizen. Grow up with this broad vision and mindset that is very necessary. As I said, the 7 layers: body, breath, mind, intellect, memory, ego. You know, if your ego is all encompassing, you see, me from being I to we, that is the growth of human potential, human evolution. You know, instead of I want to be happy, we all want to be happy. I want to progress, we all want to progress. So, there is no end to learning. Continue learning. As I said, we have identity. With ego, let me say a few things about the ego. What is your identity? If someone asks you, who are you? What do you say? You say your name, which was given to you by your parents. And then you say what you are studying. Nobody asked you what you are doing, but who are you? When you're asked, who are you? We don't know who we are. Here, we have several identities in our life. The first and foremost, we are part of one light, one universal spirit. That should be our first identity. Second is, we are human beings. Third comes our gender, male or female. Fourth, we belong to this country or that country. Fifth, and then we come this religion or that religion. When we forget the first couple of identities like light and humanness, we lost it. We lost the whole essence of life. So we must remind ourselves again and again that we are part of one universal energy, one universal spirit. And let us radiate happiness. Let us radiate positivity around us. You know? Are you all still here? From the world you can learn many things. Teamwork from Japan. Efficacy from the British. Marketing strategy from America. On a new moon they will sell the moon. They're so clever in marketing strategies. Marketing, America. Precision, Germans. German machines never go wrong. They're very, very precise in it. Time and precisions from the Germans. I want to share one incident. Many of you may know about this. How Germans are so good with their timing. And completely opposite to India's. A little bit back. Now we are getting better on that. Do you know, there was a program in Hamburg. There is a big hall, about 1,500 people hall. When I went there, I went about 7 minutes before, and I saw the hall was empty. I thought maybe I have come to a wrong place. So I told the organizer, are you sure this is the place we are supposed to come? And he said, Gurudev, 7 minutes are there more. Actually, in 7 minutes, the hall was all full. So the time there, when people keep the time or precision, that is something we need to learn from Germans. And then human values. When it comes to human values, you have to go to Indian villages to learn human values. A small house, a poor farmer may have just one glass of lassi. He will share with you without asking who are you, where you are coming from. He will just आइए बैठिए अभी लस्सी पी लीजिए. आपको मानवीयता का जो एक सद्भाव है आधार, that is India. So grow to be a global citizen with all these characteristics, and you have ability to imbibe in yourself. You can imbibe them in you. Yeah? So a violence-free society, a disease-free body, a quiver-free breath, confusion-free mind, inhibition-free intellect, trauma-free memory and sorrow-free soul is the birthright of all of us. The world belongs to you. The nation belongs to you. Know this for sure in your heart and move on, growing in your sharpness of intellect and softness of your heart. Wonderful. Nice being with you all.